So this is going to be a little quick as far as I can tell. I'm having Durgan Park. Yankee Roast from Boston. That's today or something or others. Yep. October 6th. That's the crossword to prove it. Bomb. That's a picture. Look at that derailment. And there were people last night who were watching television who didn't know that this had occurred. And I was trying to figure out, because I don't watch television, but how someone that watches television like that wasn't like breaking news. Train derailment, you know, like, oh no. Or was it so unexpected that they couldn't blame it on terrorists? And so it didn't make the big news. I still think that looks blurry. Is it better? Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so that's an aerial. And there's a school bus for some unknown reason. Well, actually, no. A school bus got hit in Vermont recently. Or Montpelier or Barrie. Toppled on its side. And that too seemed like such an incredible accident that it wasn't connected to the terrorists. Bernie Sanders is a socialist. Here we go. This is dry. I have not read this before. 7 injured as Amtrak train cars go off tracks in Northfield. Photos by Stefan Hard and staff writer Gina Khan. Well, that's just not the worst recommendation ever. Here we go. Oh, I had glasses just a second ago. Oh. Big help. I can't walk with them on. I have to close my eyes to walk. Okay. So, well, it's a bit of a chore, but hey. Well, we'll start here so you can read along with me. Barrie, as in Vermont. An Amtrak passenger train, the Vermonter, partially derailed in Northfield Monday morning, injuring 7 people. Partially derailed. That is toppled on its side. There's a railroad. And that is all the way down there. Injuring 7 people, one of whom was airlifted to Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center in New Hampshire. We heard a loud bang, like we'd run into something, said passenger Alan Stanford. We were jockeying back and forth, thrown up and down before the train came to rest. When we got off the train, we saw that there was a rock slide. Wow, yesterday's stories were a whole lot more exciting than that. Goodness. Probably downplay the century. According to sources, the Vermonter, Train 55, was traveling south from St. Albans, headed to Washington, D.C., when it derailed at 10:30 a.m. from track owned and maintained by the New England Central Railroad. The train's engine fell down an embankment toward a tributary of the Dog River and came to rest in front of a large maple tree. for the foliage colors. Welcome to Vermont. Hi, I'm not photo enhanced. Well, 2 passenger cars remain partially suspended in the air. Oh my goodness, they just hang over the trees and the beauty. Ellen Stanford and his wife Judith were 2 of 50 people on the train who were part of a tour group. Vacations by rail. And crisis actors, right? Made up of people from all over the country visiting 6 different states. Oh my goodness, if I could call that as being crisis actors, I would love for someone to tell me I'm right. There we go. Yankee pot roast. I don't know if that's Melanie. Bridget Davis of County Limerick, Ireland, was another passenger. From Limerick? Was another passenger who heard a loud bang and then felt the train braking hard before cars began to leave the track. She was not injured in the accident. Davis, like, is it anybody that was on that train wasn't injured in that accident? Oh no, we just derailed a whole lot. I'm totally fine, yeah. Davis was due to disembark the Amtrak train in Springfield, Massachusetts. I've been to that port. And then take a commuter train into Boston. Asked if she was upset about the unexpected change in circumstances, Davis said only, "I'm just glad to be alive." There were 98... There were 98 passengers and 4 crew members on the Vermonter at the time of the derailment, according to Amtrak. One of whom could have been a young boy, by the way. 6 people were brought to Central Vermont Medical Center in Berlin for their injuries, while a 7th was airlifted to Dartmouth-Hitchcock, according to Governor Peter Shumlin. He's the most honest man ever. Throwing his support behind Hillary. At a news conference Monday afternoon, he would not comment on the status of that person's injuries pending notification of the family. Amtrak confirmed that person confirmed. See, that's a perfect opportunity for that, and they didn't do it. They followed spell check instead. That person was one of 3 crew members injured, and said the injuries were not life-threatening. The remaining 2 crew members and 4 passengers were all released. A3, I gotta get it on. From the hospital, according to Amtrak. Most of the passengers gathered on a nearby resident's front yard as EMT workers checked people for injuries shortly after the incident. The assembly area for passengers, that's also known as triage, and they should have used that word. And much of the rescue equipment was in areas surrounded by trees. That was a short hike up. Surrounded by trees. Why is that in there? Foliage. A short hike up from Route 12A's. Hey, train track roadies, come witness this place. And right now, this week, the tracks roughly parallel and then they tell you how to get there. The tracks are roughly parallel Bull Run Road to the west, and the crash scene could be accessed on foot by leaving Bull Run Road about a quarter mile up the dirt road, heading west into the woods, crossing a brook and clambering up a steep, water-saturated bank, and leaving $80 behind at the house whose property you're running over. Northfield, Barrytown, Montpelier, Williamstown, Vermont State Police, Hazmat, and the Orange County Sheriff Department all responded to the scene within 15 minutes, according to Shumlin. 1 woman at the scene had an ice pack on her head, and 2 were taken away in an EMS transport sled. I was asleep on the train when it derailed. It happened really fast to me. Oh, great. So they went from girl to, guy. That's so not right. One woman had on the scene had an ice pack on her head. Anyway. I was asleep on the train when it derailed. It happened really fast. No, come off it. said Jacob Grasso, another crisis actor, who was in the third passenger car, which didn't go down the embankment. He said, despite the dramatic event, all the passengers in his car remained calm. One passenger, according to Grasso, jumped into a passenger car that fell off the tracks to help. It was believed there was only one person in the passenger car that fell off the tracks. 5 cars in total derailed. This is amazing. Wow. I love fiction. Andrew Martin, who said he was near the back of the train, said, I thought it was an animal on the track, like a cow or something. And I got that right without knowing it. Ha. The uninjured passengers the uninjured passengers were urged by Northfield EMS to get into Williamstown school buses parked on Route 12A. Were urged by EMS workers, emergency medical services workers. That's not EMTs. That's a different word, by the way. Into a new spark on Route 12A, which transported them to Norwich University for a free lunch. A military university. A press conference with Shumlin. Seriously, that is the oldest military university in the United States. A press conference with Shumlin, Commissioner Keith Flynn from the Department of Public Safety, Colonel Matt Birmingham from Vermont State Police, and other officials took place at Plumley Armory on the campus of Norwich University at 1:30 p.m. before the conference. So that train comes through here at 10:47 through my town. I'm on the golf course at 10:47. That train comes through. Before the conference, Shumlin met and chatted with passengers. Met and chatted. Wow. How nonchalant is that? It was a brutal derailment caused by a ledge on the track, said Shumlin. Really? He said the passengers are being offered hotel rooms or being bused to their destinations. Isn't that so nice, according to Shumlin? A freight train went through the area late Sunday night and passed without incident. The ledges had to have fallen in the last several hours. Okay, yeah. In front of the passenger train. Alright, I can't even believe I got to read this. I feel like I'm calling it first, yo. Fnord. Shumlin said there is no reason to believe this incident had anything to do with poor track construction, noting that the track was rebuilt a few years ago. Right, but we just had 2.5 inches of manufactured rainfall on us. He said there is some diesel fuel in the river and that time will be needed to clear and rebuild the tracks. So now no trains will be traveling further north in Springfield, Mass. And alternative, but why is there a but in there? Because they're faggots. Alternative travel will be arranged, Amtrak reported. Shumlin, not Amtrak. That but right there, this is wrong. Shumlin is hopeful that those receiving medical care will make speedy recoveries. Is hopeful? As governor, I know I joined Vermonting in expressing my relief that no one has died. That's what he said. Alright. I'm calling a Bernie on that. I feel really weird by saying that. But anyway, I was in Boston. I came up here and I heard some weird stuff down there.